Hello everyone, welcome back! Today, on Octopath Traveler with Key Quest, we're going to continue on throughout the mansion. Last time, I spent most of the time searching through the bottom and top floor, thinking that they would interconnect, but they do not. One, the bottom floor leads to its own separated area. There is no doorway in between. Because I had to go back and check, obviously. Also, it also had a, I managed to get all the treasure chests, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't believe that is. However, we still have a little bit more exploring to do up here. This is connected. I don't see a treasure chest in there, so... Ah, our first battle.
The battle is truly joined.
Today, hopefully, we shall be able to just mostly move on to the boss battle. In fact, I thought about just opening up with the boss about to start. However, it's not what I normally do. Ah, so Primrose's Lion's Dance essentially doubles their physical damage? That's what it seems to be, because I believe these BPs act as though a second set of damage is being applied, multiplied by 2, as opposed to 1. And I was doing it earlier with just the buff, and smacking was 500. Without the buff, it would be without the buff, it might be 200 or something like that. And then with Primrose's physical buff there, I made it 535. So it's very similar, very same like to having a BP on there constantly for how many turns it lasts. Because of her one ability, it lasts an extra turn, which is nice, which means it lasts 3 turns innately as opposed to being 2 turns. I find 2 turns would be too low, but actually 3 is a nice fit. It feels very adequate. So I don't think oftentimes you need to do it. Also, you cannot stack these buffs. You need a second, even with a secondary application, you'll just get, you won't get a higher effect, instead you'll just increase the amount of time. I guess they assume that having the BP advantage, as well as having the other advantages of being able to double the damage on top of it, is too much, which I can see. However, I think in boss battles, it is not too much. However, how often do you see that boss battles come on, really? I mean, right, no, that's the wrong way to put in that. I mean, there's quite a few boss battles in this.
Bring it on.
And you spend most of your time, I think, in them, but... So, I don't see where it's so much a problem. Let's see. The last stand with the buff this time, and it should be about, yeah, okay, so it's a double, is what it is.
Try again.
So they did about 1,000 damage, that guy. It's a double effect. Double. Oh, this connects into another room. Let's see. Wait. There's clearly a doorway. There we go. Just like, what the heck? Why won't you let me through? This is where I belong, my people. Let's... I really adore that this is... Now that I figured out this is pretty much always having a BP's worth of damage on there. It's quite significant, because you're always doing doubly damage. And doublier is quite significant, because you can have double the double of the double. Again, I wish that this basically did a secondary slash, as opposed to just making it a larger damage, so that we could have... But that might, maybe to them, to the creators of this game, since you already have people like Alpin who does stupid damage, it'd be just too much stupid damage. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Ah, a purple chest. Only with Therion can you do this. A lightning amulet. Resistant lightning. Ooh, does this mean the boss is going to do lightning damage, perhaps? Should I equip this? What do I currently have? Maxed SP and physical attack. That physical attack has always come in handy. In fact, without it, my physical attack would be pretty terrible. Wow. Yes, it would, actually. My physical attack would be... Wait. Why is Elfin so low? What? Why is his only... That gives a 256 physical attack boost. Why is it saying that it's not 102? Why is it saying that it's 130? Why is it? That must be a visual bug. Yeah, what the hippity-hoppity? This makes no sense. Okay, what is his actual stats at? Okay, 160, okay. How does this thing configure it? I don't understand. These numbers are all off. How many... You know, I haven't seen many bugs, but this seems like a bug. In fact, if I go to status, will it tell me they're true? No. It just gives me whatever it has. Weird. I like this challenge level 24 and stuff. Steel level 30, so it's always going to be the same as your level, but it gives me information that... Although it doesn't compare to the hearts, which is a little bit...
The battle is truly
I know there's the Champions games. Yes, the battle is truly joined, but I know there's the Champions game. And I wonder how this compares to the Champions game. Did they make some changes to this? Did they make it a more acceptable... Did they fix their whoopsies? Did they make things less problematic? Not problematic, that's a problematic word to use, problematic. Oh my gosh, using problematically words for what you mean to be a problem or an inconvenience is not the correct usage of the word problematic, or is it?
Over here, bring it on.
Only one can know, only time can tell. I'm not certain, in other words. Which in itself may be a problem. Ugh. Who cares? How high? Oh, should I? Let's break you. Have I received any damage yet? I'd like to get another big bonus. Big bonus. You know what, let's amputate this shrimp. Maybe we can have a cocktail or two? Yes. Oh, what? 4,000? What the frickin' frack? That was way too much damage. No, actually it wasn't too much. It was quite enjoyable. I like the big numbers. You know, it's... when they're talking about... When people are talking about Diablo 3, and they're like, oh, the numbers are too big, and they start trying to get to B, it's like, I know it's a billion. You know, they're like, it doesn't matter. Oh, what is it? In World of Warcraft. They're like, do you want us to start changing all the zeros and turning them to M's, or, you know, or would you rather that we went ahead and squished everything? Well, I think most of the people actually wanted them to keep going with the numbers, the abbreviations, as opposed to changing the squishing. But they keep squishing anyways. I'm not sure which was the verdict for everyone else, but I assumed that a lot of people like the numbers, and it's true, the numbers are just nicer to watch and look at.
Bring it on.
I mean, you're like, oh yes, I did millions and billions of damage. I know in... What was that one game? In Diablo 3, I was just saying. They do have the abbreviated numbers. And I quite appreciate them. And, you know, you'd be like, oh, but, you know, just a large number shouldn't matter. It's like, but I know how much that number is for. I know I am doing billions or trillions of damage. Like, it's an obscene amount. And obscene numbers, it's like when Pinky and the Brain... You guys know that show? They found the world's largest prime or number, the newest largest prime number. And it was amazing. I didn't understand that at first, and it took me a little while thinking and contemplating, and doing some reading about like why it's such a big deal. And it changes a lot of things. You know, you'd think it'd be the next one in sequence. Just it should be obvious, but it has some significant mathematical things to it, apparently. Let's see, is this automatically shifted.
Well, I'll be damned.
So this is the door Barham was talking about. It doesn't look like it's any ordinary lock, that's for sure. Wait, let me re-say that. So this is the door Barham was talking about. It doesn't look like it has an ordinary lock, that's for sure. There we go. But this crystal key should do the trick. Nice. Right on it. You know what? I think this is the right before the boss, so I will go ahead and save it. Had a nice little chat with you guys. I don't want to make things too long. I've been doing that, and sometimes on accident or on purpose. You know, I've never really. I like to stay within a time limit, a certain perceived time limit. And I typically like to go a little bit short, as opposed to a little bit too long. I mean, a little bit too long is fine, but like sometimes when I go too long, I just end up going too long, like 20-30 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to split this up, but I need to, especially when I'm continuously talking the entire thing. So I'm not like paying attention to. There's not a lot of breaks. I have to go search into them and find like, okay, when is an okay break? When can I split this up and make it into two different things? Sometimes it's a problem, sometimes not. Anyways, I thank you all for watching. I ask that you would please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And have a good day.